going on, everybody? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and well, welcome back to another awesome hero deck profile for you guys. Now, this is just going to be the updated deck profile for like the beginning of pretty much November. And before we get started, I have amazing news for you guys. I was going to make a separate video about it, but I figured I'd talk about it for just a few maybe like a minute or two for this video. But anyway, let's cut to the chase. I've got really great news for you guys. I was able, pretty much with my job besides YouTube, I managed to be able to get the daytime position available at my job. So now, instead of working these terrible midday shifts, I now work in the morning, and now I am off during pretty much the afternoon. And what this means for you guys, I will be able to go to locals and other card shops during the middle of the week, meaning more video content, more live duels, more Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, more deck profiles, more content. So it is an amazing thing for us to happen here on the channel. So anyway, guys, without further ado, hopefully that's good news to you guys. It's great news for me because I cannot wait to be able to produce more content to push the channel a little bit further. If you guys are new to the channel, please destroy that subscribe button. We are still on the march for our 1K subscribers before the end of the year. We're doing pretty well, so I want to thank you guys for doing such an awesome job. We're less than halfway there. Like, we just need, I think, what is it, like 150 more, I think. So we're almost there, guys. Destroy that thumbs up button so that way I know you guys are enjoying the Yu-Gi-Oh! Content that I'm producing. And, well, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into this deck profile. Now, of course, this is honestly kind of like a pretty standard build, I'd say, for the most part. But, so, of course, we're going to run our triple Vision Hero Ferris. I mean, you can't get caught without this. You definitely have to play 3 no matter what. And then, of course, our double Vion with our increase. I still like 1 increase because, I mean, I just can't ever see myself putting more than 2, like another one in here ever again. Like, if you just see it, you see it. Like, I just bite the bullet at this point. But, of course, the 2 Vion. And now for our Elemental Hero package, of course, running triple copies of Stratos. There's no reason to not run this card any less than 3. Consider we have Hero Lives at 3, E-Call at 3. It's just a fantastic starter for us. So and then the grind game, destroy the spells and traps, which I used a lot. If you guys didn't see the previous Yu-Gi-Oh! Day episode, feel free to check that out. I'll probably leave a link in the description. But yeah, I used Stratos' destroy spell and trap effect quite a bit. And that couldn't happen if I didn't have more copies. So triple copies of Stratos. Of course, standard double Mist and 1 Liquid Soldier. I almost want to try bumping Mist up to 3, just due to the fact that Dark Law is going to be very important in this Tier 0 format. So I almost want to play 3 copies of this. Yeah, I'll test it out for you guys, just so you don't have to do it yourselves. And, of course, we got the 1 Honest Neos. Comes in handy. We can use it for Fusion Destiny, make DPE just to help that out. And then, of course, the boost for game as well. And then for, of course, our Destiny Hero package, we got the Plasma, Double Malicious, Denier, and, of course, the Dark Angel. Yeah, of course, got to play the Dark Angel just because Dark Angel is just so good just to shut down all those spells. And, you know, sometimes your opponent will not be able to play around this. But I guess the only bad thing about playing against Sprites is just, you know, it's a free body for them to link off just because Sprite Elf is just such a generic link monster. But yeah, Dark Angel is very helpful. And then, of course, 2 copies of Ash Blossom. I know a lot of people are not playing hand traps right now, and I think that's just kind of silly. Sometimes you could literally just Ash an opponent and it just can just end their turn, just depending on their hand. And I don't know why you wouldn't want to just at least just run something. Like, you always got to at least run some kind of hand trap or disruption during their turn. That was it for our monsters, you guys. Of course, onto our spells, we're going to hit the triple hero lives. Of course, this card's at 3. Why would you? We've been waiting forever for this card to be at 3, so I don't see why you wouldn't play it at 3. And also for more searchers, 1 Rhoda, 1 E emergency call, and then, believe it or not, double copies of D-Force. Now, the reason I'm not playing 3, I kind of threw it in my side deck just because I wanted the deck to stay 45, and I wanted some kind of back row removal. So I put the 3rd one in the side deck and replaced it with Feather Duster. But yeah, there was originally 3 D-Force in the deck. Plasma's another shutdown for the meta game. If you have Plasma Darklaw and they don't have any kind of response like Super Poly or Dark Ruler, you're 100% winning that game. And then the fact that this makes Plasma just so strong, like this card kind of fell off a few formats ago, but it's kind of showing its strength yet again. So I think D-Force is definitely a great card. If you don't want to play multiple of it, at least try putting it at 1 in your deck just to see if you like it. But I think playing this is kind of a must-have for this format, just to kind of protect the Plasma just a little bit more. And of course, we got our triple copies of Fusion Destiny. This card's at 3 as well, so there's really no reason to play this at 3. Of course, 2 copies of Polymerization. I can never see myself playing any less than 2 ever again. Just for the grind game, and if you lose your Wonder Driver, early on, the fact that if you play 2 Vion, I feel like you should at least be able to use Vion at least, be able to get, like what I'm trying to say is, like, of course you should want to be able to use all of your monsters' effects. Like, I get that, you use the 1 Vion, we get our Poly, and sure, you can reset it with Wonder Driver, but in the late game, if you get a Vion, and you just aren't able to suture Poly, and then your Wonder Driver's already gone, it's just like you only used Vion just to send a monster to the grave, and what good is that going to do if you can't fuse it off? And plus, so 2 copies of Polymerization, absolutely. I can't see myself playing any less than that. 1 Miracle Fusion. I almost wanted to test bumping it up to 2 just because of the fact that in this deck profile, I'm actually playing 2 Sunrise. It's been actually working out very, very great for me to play 2 Sunrise in the deck. So, like I said, being able to search again. But then at the same time, it's kind of like once I made that 2nd Sunrise, it's like, what would I be able to use Miracle Fusion for? So just the 1 still works just fine. Obviously, triple copies of Mass Change. Darklaw pretty much just ruins the meta decks right now. I mean, I guess besides Flunderees, but Darklaw kind of just craps on everything else that needs the graveyard. So we gotta definitely play as many Mass Change as we can. 2 Forbidden Droplet and a Call By. I still yet to pick up my 3rd copy of Forbidden Droplet, but of course I would definitely play this at 3 if I had 3. So if you can squeeze 3 into your deck, absolutely. And then of course Call By the Grave, just why not? We're a combo deck, we kind of need it. 2 copies of Triple Tactics Talents. This card didn't come up as much during my last Yu-Gi-Oh! Day event, but this is a must-have just because during the fact that tiers want to play during your turn. So if you can use this to your advantage, either by taking their monster or just drawing some cards, if you can get Triple Tactics Talents, it's kind of just a must-have. And then double Pot of Prosperity. The reason why I'm really, really loving this card in Heroes right now is just due to the fact that if we're going first, we can really try to just get maybe our side deck, like Rhoda, or, I mean, not Rhoda, but like Rivalry, or just find any kind of answers in your side deck. Or, just being able to get the resource you need, like Fusion Destiny, or a Hero Lives. And if you're going first, like, the half damage is not going to matter. So I'm really loving this card right now just because we can really search for what we're needing, and then just being able to help get the answers you need against your opponent from your side deck in case you're going first. Which I build the deck to go first, by the way, because, I have... and of course, Feather Duster, and then 2 Imperm. So this is a 45 card deck, or it might be 46. Sorry for my miscount. Sometimes I like to play 46, but I think this one's actually a 45 card deck. So sorry if I didn't count it. But that is it for the main deck, you guys. We're going to go on to our extra decks. So, of course, we're going to start off with our Link monsters. Double copies of Cross. And 1 Wonder and 1 Dread Decimator. Game, recycle our fusions. And, of course, you guys know the just being able to bring DPE back or just any Destiny hero we need. Cross Crusader is definitely a wonderful card. And I hope Konami gives us a reprint, because this is pretty much still... They gave us our Dark Calling, but now we need our Cross Crusader to get reprinted. And, of course, for our fusions, double Elemental Hero Sunrise with 1 Absolute Zero. Double Sunrise has actually been pretty cool in the grind game if I use one just to get my Miracle. And I can use it to fuse away to make DPE, and then later I can use Miracle to make Sunrise, and then reset Miracle to make Absolute Zero, or just whatever the situation may be. Double Sunrise has been awesome, and obviously I use one of them for the Product Prosperity if I need to. Obviously, double Dark Law card is absolutely amazing. Craps on tiers. Pretty much any deck that needs the graveyard, of course. You guys know how powerful Dark Law is, so I'm not going to need to further explain that. 1 Acid, you don't want to get caught without it, just in case. You never know. 1 Blast, the same thing. You don't want to... It's just these two cards are just always the type of deal where it's just like, man, I have this mass change and I got hit with a targeting effect. I really wish I would have just had those two in my deck. So, always want to have them. And then for our Destiny heroes, we got 1 Dominance and 1 Phoenix Enforcer. So the Dominance has been helpful going first. We get the 3 Destiny heroes in the grave. And then, of course, if we send Plasma, we can use the D-Force to pretty much get them back from the graveyard. And then, you know, it's easy to get Dark Angel out with Fusion Destiny sending the 3 Destiny heroes in the grave. Looking at what our opponent is playing, so we know what to build our board base around it. I'm like, okay, is Dark Angel going to be more effective, or is Plasma going to be more effective? Or Dark Law, or just anything in the deck. What's going to be my best option? So this is why I love Dominance. He's such a great card. And then if you guys watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day episode where I made these two and I was attacking for a game, I used DPE to pop Dominance, and then Dominance brought back Phoenix in the other two and swung the game. It was absolutely amazing. And of course, Phoenix Enforcer, just because he's one of our most powerful boss monsters. Yet I still have not got the Starlight, you guys, and I'm really upset that I haven't gotten it yet. So hopefully I can get it very soon. And of course, we got Trinity Wolf in the deck, obviously. We got to have the Trinity. Always, I kind of committed in the channel a couple while back where I was like, I will always have this card in my deck. Like, I just have to. It's in my name. Like, I have to have this card in the deck. So, always 1 Trinity. And, of course, 1 Abyss Dweller. If we cannot manage to get to our Dark Law, this is our second option, as long as we made sure we didn't get locked under Cross Crusader or the Vision Hero package. But 1 hero lives equals Abyss Dweller, you guys. So you could use Stratos to search for your Vion, normal your Vion, send the Shadow Mist search, and then you can Xyz into this, and then kind of just sit on whatever else you make. So as long as you can make this before you use Ferris, or make sure you didn't use Cross Crusader that turn. So 1 Abyss Dweller. Like I said, I don't show the side deck most of the time because it's just everybody's locals is different, because that's mostly what this is for. Because I haven't been able to have the chance to go to any regionals or anything. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed it, please destroy that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next video.